What's up, guys? Welcome to the Linecheck podcast. It's me, Brendan Villarreal, your host, and today I'm in the studio with Jose Molina.
Hello.
He is currently the chef at Sala right now in Long Beach,
Yes, sir.
and I've known him for about, let's say, like 3 years. Sounds about right.
Yeah, about so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really exciting to have him here in the studio right now.
Thank you so much for having me.
He's a young cook, evolving into a really good chef.
Man,
It's been really cool to see you like grow.
I really appreciate that. Yeah, because like in the when you're in it, it doesn't look like you progress that much. But I like to like step away for a little bit sometimes and kind of see like, oh, maybe I am getting better and growing.
Yeah.
But when you're in it, it can be a little daunting and a little intense.
Yeah.
At least it's always a battle. Yeah.
Yeah. One of the things that really struck me when you're doing the Oyster Boy pop up in the backyard.
Oh yeah.
Is you showed me that you draw how you gotta plate your dish.
Yeah, I'm actually like I'm
very visual.
Yeah. I that's just like I really like my iPad. They have the Adobe Fresco, and I'm like I ended up being whenever I sketch these dishes. Now I whip it up pretty fast on Adobe Fresco, but it's really cool to kind of visualize the way it's gonna look, because I think that just comes back to like the whole core of it. It's just like kind of just manifest the dish. I think you write it down, you draw it up, and you just kind of focus on the idea, and then just kind of like tinker, and then execute it to just execute it when it happens or whatever.
But yeah, where did you learn to do that, or did it kind of just come naturally, or was there like a chef that you worked under that was like, I draw the way I'm gonna plate it before, like as like a R&D kind of thing?
Maybe I can't I don't know exactly, but I do like watch like YouTube, and there's this one guy, I think his name is Justin Kana. He does a lot of like videos talking about like advice for young chefs. I watched a lot of his videos, and I think probably one of them, he was like, when you're making a menu, it's good to draw it out and see how it would look aesthetically, and kind of just trying to like see what works, at least from the standpoint of like
all the
whoever's eating it,
yeah,
and like what kind of like experience are you providing within the dish itself. And I think that's something to really think about as far as like, what do you want to provide.
Yeah, I think about that a lot. I know Chef Nika from Lucida, like we think very similarly in like how we want our guests to like eat, like in that kind of experience. Like, is it playful how you get to eat this, or get to build something to eat this, or is it going to be like in a textural like bite where it's like crunchy, soft, and hot, or cold textures going on, like when you bite from top to bottom. And I think it's cool to think about all these things, and and then when you draw it out, you can be like, this is how it's going to be presented in this way.
100%. I think a lot about like flavors and stuff, like sound and music and stuff. And I think like every little flavor is its own little track, and it kind of just needs to be like balanced like normally, and kind of in a way that it's not like too much for someone's brain to comprehend. There's been times that like I could have something and that's just a little too rich, lot going on, just too many tracks, and it's a little loud as far as that. So like you're trying to figure out, like, break it down, make it simple, and then just kind of like see what things work well with each other, and what certain ingredients are gonna be the star or the highlight. So it's kind of understanding like those aspects too, which really
takes a while to learn those things.
Yeah,
like when you're evolving as a chef,
Yeah.
I think when I was starting to get really creative, I think I did like too much stuff, but too loud.
No, I totally
and
understand.
I was like, wow, like I think I missed the point.
No, I totally understand. I think that happened to me recently, where I was like, I could understand like where someone said like, it was like too, or something came back like too salty in the way that I was like, oh, okay, I get it. That where I was seasoning it like insecurely. like where I was like, it just needs more of this, more of that, to the point that like the ingredients themselves kind of like lost their luster,
Yeah.
or like they just didn't shine. It was just trying to do too much. And I think like yeah, recently with learning that, it was like, oh, okay, let me just tone it back and just kind of understand like the way these ingredients can really shine. And I think that's like the next little like avenue where I'm like really starting to open my eyes to like kind of like helping certain ingredients like elevate so people can taste it in an interesting and new way.
Hmm.
So it's just trying to figure that out, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
all like a process.
Yeah. It takes a while.
Yeah,
But yeah, just yeah, I think using all the produce or whatever we have here
yeah.
in Southern California, just like
It's a beautiful.
highlighting them and just making them taste. They already taste mostly all really good, and just
Yeah, 100%.
elevating it just like a little bit. And most of you don't really have to.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. I watched this like what was it, Oxford, like what was it? It was like something with Marco Pierre White where he was speaking at Oxford, and one of the things that stuck out to me was like he just remember that you are the cook, and like you gotta let the ingredients like speak for themselves, and never forget that
Yeah.
the ingredients are the masterpiece and you are the cook.
Hmm.
I'm only just like, just showing the ingredients
Yeah.
and just kind of like arranging it.
Hmm.
Almost like if I bring it back to music, then I'm like the like the
The
producer
producer.
and just kind of putting it together. I'm not in create like I'm not making the instruments. I'm not creating sound. I'm just arranging.
Heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you know this, but I actually went to school for music before I started cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in a couple bands, and I produced music after that,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then did like film a little bit, and then
Nice.
I got I needed a job in college, and it was guess
No.
kitchen.
No. 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 I totally
Yeah.
understand.
But yeah, I like think very much the same way as you do. I
Yeah.
love making playlists. When I'm cooking, or
100%.
when someone's dining in our space. We just like music and food go very well together, and I
Yeah.
think also creative minds of chefs that are don't just do food, but they do other stuff. I
Yeah.
think it really shows in the creativity of the food that they make.
No, hundred
And like
percent.
one of the chefs I used to work with at Lhasa, he's a DJ and a producer,
Oh
and he'd
damn!
make music like at night after like a night shift.
After a night shift, that's
Yeah,
nuts. That's
and
crazy.
he's like done shows and stuff, and his music's like it's a like electronic and ambient, but it's really cool.
That's fucking tight.
Um, his name is Yuck,
I want to look him
Chef
up.
Chad. um, but yeah, like he's like thinking about music. It also gives you a way to take your brain away from like food for a second,
That's interesting.
and just like
Yeah.
it's like writer's block. What happens when you have writer's block? You step away and come back to it later, and then you're like, oh shit, okay, maybe
Yeah.
that's what I needed right there.
No, 100%. No, that's tight. Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense. Like, yeah, I think how I got originally into to cooking is because like I originally came here to like do like film and video and
Hmm.
stuff, and I was immature then, and I didn't go about it the right way. And then eventually my car broke down, where the brakes gave out, and I just like I hated the finding parking a lot. So I let go of the car, and I found the first job that was closest to me.
Hmm.
It was 2 blocks away, and it was like my first job. And then they asked me, it was like, do you really want to like wash dishes? And I'm like, yeah, 100%. Because I really like all I knew up until then. It was like this Mexican restaurant and Chili's, and in those restaurants, the dishwashers they have a conveyor belt. I really thought that was the case. And then the first day I show up, and it's just a 3 compartment
Yeah.
sink and a dude. And I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, that shit was crazy.
um, why are you talking about what's one of your favorite dishes that you've made
Um,
that was like, man, that was like a really good dish, or everyone seemed to love it, like
dang,
that stood out.
I think recently I think I did the last couple pasta nights at Sala. It's the rigatoni.
Hmm.
It's the rigatoni alla vodka. I think it's like I really think it's really simple, but in its essence, it's like um, it's just a straightforward like rigatoni like
Hmm.
alla vodka sauce. But I just I got the technique down, and I add fried basil, and I add balsamic vinegar, and I think the balsamic vinegar, I think, really like balances it
Mhm.
out, where like where the meatballs will be savory, the sauce is savory, and then that little bit of sweetness from the
Mhm.
balsamic kind of like
Acidity
blends.
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, the acidity, like sweet sour, just blends it together perfectly. I think other than that, it's probably the oyster's been really cool. I think that passion fruit making that, I
Oh
think
yeah, that
is
was good.
that shit's
Yeah.
good.
Was
And
there was there habaneros in it too, or is like you did a habanero?
that was no, that was the hot. What was it? Was try doing like a aguachile?
Yeah, I don't
No, it was
remember, but it was
like a
like
leche. No,
sweet too.
it's like a yuzu leche de tigre, but I added like habaneros,
Hmm.
and but in order to not let it kill people, I mean, with the heat,
Yeah.
it's you have to add like a lot of sweetness.
Yeah.
So it's like understanding like where sweet plays a role in like in affecting heat or something.
Yeah.
So I it was like coconut yuzu, and then I just used like coconut water, coconut milk, and then coconut cream. Those three things,
To
and
like
then the
help bring it
cream
down. Yeah.
help bring
Bring
it
it all
down
the way.
all the way down, which was tough because it was like you don't want to make it like too sweet,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
but as soon as you add like salt, then it brings the heat up.
Hmm.
So it's like understanding what's the safe spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All your oyster like ceviche,
Oh yeah.
tostadas, everything.
Yeah, I want to do that shit
Those are
again.
all really good.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that. I
Yeah.
really do. Yeah, because that shit was daunting to start. Because I didn't. I was like wagering like my rent money on it. I was
Mhm.
like, I was like in a tough spot, and I was like, damn, I know how to shuck
Yeah.
oysters. I know how to make sauce. I do those two things, and like I'm gonna knock
Yeah.
it out. It should be chill. But it was kind of.
It's turning a bomb on. Just kidding. Now I'm gonna start making some coffee right now.
Oh, nice, nice. No, yeah, but it was a little, it was yeah, starting the little pop-ups, that was a big confidence boost, but it was also like really scary in the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, because I just didn't know if people
Yeah.
were gonna like it or not.
Yeah, and it's also hard to gauge when how many people are going to show up too.
Yeah,
And it's like, should I buy this amount of food or should I buy less? What if it's busy and I sell out too early and I could have
yeah,
made more money?
yeah,
All these things for pop-ups are like,
yeah,
it's tough cookie.
yeah. 100%.
Yeah. Um so let's talk about your evolution as from like cook to chef,
Oh
and you're
yeah,
still like evolving, obviously, like
yeah, yeah.
everyone should be evolving and not saying they like know everything.
No, no, no.
Where
That's
everyone's there's always something to learn,
yeah.
as
No,
you keep growing and getting older.
100%. I
Uh,
always try to like equate it with like a Formula One team.
mhm.
I guess like in Formula One, they're always like working on the race car.
Yeah.
They're always working on the car, always trying to like
Yeah.
beat their best time, always try to make it faster, always try to make it better, and always innovate. I
Yeah.
think I like to look at my job now as kind of like trying to get that yeah, trying to like improve and innovate as much as
Mhm.
possible.
Yeah, I remember being a young cook, and we were talking about this earlier, but like never wanting to take time off
Yeah.
just to like be in the kitchen all the time, never want to like fall behind, and just like feeling bad if you like took a day off and you like leave your team hanging.
Yeah.
And most chefs will like make you feel guilty like
Yeah.
most of the time.
Oh
What do you
yeah.
need time off for?
I work with a guy that like as somebody asked him, was like, "Yo, can I get a day off?" And he literally said like, "Yeah, that's not gonna happen." And I
Yeah.
was like, "Damn."
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the restaurant culture is changing now,
Yeah,
changing right now.
it is.
Giving people time off and not having to be so restrained to a kitchen. But
Yeah.
I just remember having that mentality of never taking time off. Like, oh, there's a family party or it's someone's birthday. I'm like, I can't. I'm working. I would just like never choose to like ever go to those because I thought work was more important.
Yeah.
And just these last 3 years, I've been prioritizing, being around my family and going and having fun and having a life.
Yeah, that's the way,
Um,
brother.
uh, yeah, and it's just like I hope people understand that I'm about to be 33 soon, and there's a lot of missed opportunities there, and
Yeah,
you
man.
know just telling all you young cooks, don't get sucked in, but still be a good
Yeah. Yeah,
person,
because it's super
and
easy to get that
yeah,
tunnel vision
yeah,
where you just like you're super focused, like you're it's like your job is all you know. And
yeah,
I've been
exactly.
there. I've been there where it was like this restaurant's the only thing that exists. And this
Hmm.
is all I know. This is all I can do. But yeah, there's like more to life. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. Remember, you only got one life, so
Yeah.
uh, definitely take advantage of it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take a little ad break right now. Have you ever heard of Seven Syllables Coffee?
No, tell me about him.
So Roscoe, he's a homie. We used to work with him at Rose Park, and he would deliver kegs. He was like part
Dang,
of
really?
the warehouse team,
Oh
and he
shit.
opened his own coffee shop in Cerritos, and he's got some really good coffee. I mean, he's been working with one of the best coffee roasters in Long Beach,
Yeah,
and now
100%.
finally opened his own. If you didn't know this, Roscoe is also Filipino,
Oh dang.
and so they do specialty Filipino lattes.
Well, you look at that.
Ube lattes. They have a white rabbit latte.
Oh,
Um, I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm not sure what white rabbit is, but I'm pretty sure it's a Filipino like kind of white chocolate candy.
I just guess we're gonna have to find out.
Yeah, and then they have Calamansi espresso tonics.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But they're located in Cerritos, and their coffee is good. And today we got a bag of beans,
Dang.
and we're gonna give you one.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh dang, that's really clutch.
yeah.
I really like that.
Here
I
you go.
appreciate it. Oh
And I'm
dang.
gonna make you a pour over right now.
Oh really? Cool, because I haven't had coffee at all today, and really feel it.
This is this is the Ethiopia Duramina coffee beans.
Oh nice.
You
Oh,
smell? Yeah.
let me get a whiff of Ruski. Damn, smells like Ethiopia right there.
What kind of notes you got in this?
I'm getting.
Kind of reminds me of
It says white
like dried
peach.
berries or something like. Okay.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it says
Like
dry. It says
like
dry
a cranberry.
cranberries.
Oh, that's what I was about to
Dang,
say. Yeah.
you're on it, dude. You're 1 for 3 right now.
Yeah.
That's because normally I would just say coffee, but I actually, you know what? I do smell the clementine. It's actually really nice.
Yeah.
Shout out to Roscoe, dude. Good job, brother.
What kind of coffee do you usually drink?
Have like a go-to drink. I usually,
You work at a coffee shop.
I know, and it tickles me that there's a lot of baristas around the city that know my drink. It's just a cortado with whole milk. It's basically the same drink my dad has every morning and when he comes back from work. Hell yeah.
You guys, I'm not a barista.
It's like we're going camping.
Yeah. My brother's a barista. He's gonna kill me. I don't know. I just feel like I'm doing this wrong.
You got to do it faster.
My girlfriend's gonna say, "What does all that lifting and weights do for you right now?" Nothing.
How much do you have to grind?
I don't know. I've never used that hand grinder before.
Yeah. Either way. Just let me know if.
Yeah. Zarek's gonna finish this for me. I'm
Nice.
putting on a sweat right here. Um. All right. I'm gonna ask you, what are your top 3 favorite breakfast places to go to?
Breakfast places?
Yeah.
Define like breakfast, like what, like breakfast food and brunch stuff?
Yeah. Like, say it's
That's not
Sunday, like today,
that's okay. Yeah,
and you're
so
like, it's my day off. I just want to be
I
treated
either
out, have a
I,
nice breakfast,
I
maybe sit
live
outside,
by
drink some
Gusto,
coffee.
so I would
Okay.
go over there or to Coffee Drunk across the street. I go to Coffee Drunk a little bit more. Just they know my dog, so
Yeah.
I go there. I like those 2 spots. I like Gusto as well, Bolillo and
Yeah.
some of their other pastries. The Bolillo is like
Yeah.
it's
Very
unreal.
good.
It's really good. And for a 3rd spot, and it's not my job. I feel like I'm a little biased on that one. Maybe not there. Maybe Colossus.
Colossus. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
That's
think I've been on a date.
sit on the patio.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've been on a date
nice.
over there,
Yeah.
and I unfortunately I don't go out too much. I need to for inspiration ways, but those three places you would find me on a Sunday
Yeah.
morning over there.
I know. I seen you.
Yeah.
I see you at Coffee Drunk. See you at Gusto.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was at Gusto this morning.
Oh really?
Yeah, I usually get. I mean, we live close to each other.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we're bound to run into each other. But I
Yeah.
always get the queso. Yeah,
Yeah.
the queso with just some butter.
Oh, I miss that bread.
That's my go-to, and it's
Yeah.
like a black drip coffee,
Yeah.
and I just like eat that.
Dude,
It's so
their
good.
cookies. Like
I
I have a
haven't had a
like
cookie.
so
In
like
a while.
the chocolate chip. Well, I have a thing for like the having like my drink is like the cortado. I it's like a simple pleasure, but just a chocolate chip cookie and that drink is like it's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
It's literally like it's just like chocolatey because like a lot of the espresso notes like end up being chocolatey, so it just works really well with the cookie, and it's yeah, it's one of my favorite
Man, look
things
at
on
you
earth.
pairing stuff over here.
Yeah.
um, yeah, I love Colossus because I don't go to Second Street that often,
Sorry.
but I love sitting on their little like patio, and it's like really tight,
It's nice.
and it feels like you're in like Europe or something like that. Thank
Hey.
you. And
Yeah, especially that you're next to like a Roma di Roma.
yeah,
Because
exactly.
you get that vibe from that place too. So like when it's like really packed, it's like, damn, dude,
Yeah.
am I in Rome?
And then what's your go-to order there?
Over there, I usually just get the cookie or their ham and cheese is really good.
I'm a ham and cheese person.
Yeah, that thing's like really good.
I love a good ham and cheese. We're making a pour over today, guys.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get in trouble by some coffee people.
Dude, don't you gotta like wet it first?
I don't know, dude.
Dang. Maybe
This is how I just
I
always
looked
made
at
my
it and
coffee.
it clicked in my head. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I forget what they call it, purging or something. Maybe I don't know.
Pretty sure it's purging.
I did have like
I've heard that
during the
term
pandemic.
before.
I did learn a lot about coffee. I did want to become a barista. I didn't end up doing it.
Yeah, I feel like I would want to become a barista as well. I just know that they don't get paid a lot.
They don't.
That's why I've never done it.
I honestly,
and then you have to wake up really early, and
I
that's
wanna-
also another reason why I wouldn't do it.
yeah, I always wanted to do it just so I can like make cool latte art and flex that shit online.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah. There's a lot of coffee shops in Long Beach, and I feel like all of them will be hiring if you ever are interested.
yeah. If ever
Oh my
want to
goodness.
take up the task, just be like that dude from Burnt, dude. I'd make perfect latte art and I'll just walk out, never come back.
If anyone's ever seen Burnt and you're a chef, you should watch it. It's like the opposite of the movie Chef with Jon Favreau.
Yeah,
And it's very like serious, and it's with Bradley Cooper.
but also don't take it too serious.
Yeah, don't take it too serious.
It's actually when you really like after like being in the industry, it's a lot more silly.
When I was in the industry and in it hard, that was when I took it seriously. And then now I watched it
Yeah,
like
it's,
older, and I was like, all right,
it just needs to be perfect. It needs to
I'm
be
all
perfect.
right. You know, I'm not trying to get a Michelin star anymore. I'm just trying to have fun.
Yeah, that dude shucked like a million oysters.
Yeah.
Quit. It left like New Orleans.
He's like
went,
New
went to
Orleans, yeah.
France. I was like, I'm gonna win 3.
Yeah.
How? I don't know.
Sabotage everybody, blackmail them, blackmail everyone that I used to work with.
Yeah,
Better work for me.
Yeah, I screwed over Lupin.
Yeah. Great movie.
Yeah.
And then made his cook eat a raw scallop.
Dang. Wait.
Or no, it was like a scallop that was like
he
old or
made
something.
Lupin. Lupin eat the raw scallop, and then Lupin ended up like spoilers.
Pitting cayenne and the
Yeah.
yeah. This movie's old. You guys all seen
If you
it.
haven't seen Burn, just watch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, cooking movies are tight, man. What's another cooking movie you like?
I forgot what it's called, but it's with Latina lady. It's like 90s. Can't think of her name. Penelope Cruz.
Damn.
And she is, I think she's like lives in Spain, and
yeah.
every guy has a crush on her, and
I
they like
bet.
fall
She's-
over hills for her.
I don't
And
blame
she's
her.
a chef, and then she goes to America and becomes like a celebrity chef.
Oh dang.
It's like it's
I might have to
very
check that
very
out.
corny, And then there's another restaurant that's also super corny. It's a rom com. It's called No Reservations.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Catherine Zeta-Jones is like a
yeah. That's the
famous
one
head chef.
that the person like keeps sending the steak back,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
she's like, she just brings that thing out rare, and it's
yeah,
like raw, and then she's like, "Is that rare enough for you?"
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. No one acts like
I
that.
really like
Anybody?
I really like Eddie's $1 Million Cook Off.
I've never seen that.
It's
What's
like
that
a
about?
Disney movie. It's like High School
Oh
Musical
hell
without
yeah.
singing.
Okay.
But if you took the premise of High School Musical, added baseball and cooking instead of like a musical, you get Eddie's $1 Million.
I've never heard of that.
It's
That
crazy.
might be like
It's a deep cut.
that might be past my time.
Yeah, it was like it was a Disney original, and it was like
I was a tsunami Johnny Tsunami person.
oh nice.
Yeah.
I'll
That's
say
an old movie.
so. That's a deep cut.
Yeah, that's a very deep. That's how old I am. That's my deep cut, but
Nice.
that's my original. Um, so like, what kind of food has inspired you? Like, what inspires you to make the food that you create right now?
Man, in a really like dumb way, I love Vietnamese food.
Oh yeah, me
But
too.
I like the straightforward like Vietnamese food where it's like it's food.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's not pretty. It's just like straightforward. Like
Yeah,
back home, there's a spot I think it's like a part of a chain or whatever because like they're all based on spots back in Vietnam. But it's Fuss 79, and you
yeah.
just go there. No one's really that nice.
I love the like the freaking signage. It's
Yeah,
like neon blue, right, and like red and white.
I don't know, but this
Yeah,
place was pretty straightforward. Like no one's really that nice to you. You just sit down, figure it out.
yeah,
But the pho that you get in the food, it's fucking top notch.
yeah.
It was really good. Whereas like you don't even mind that they were
You
like
don't care.
it was like
Yeah.
fucking
Um, yeah, it's funny when people don't know to expect that, and
yeah.
they're so like, "Oh my god, like service is so bad." I'm like, "What did you expect? Come
It's
on."
straightforward, man.
Yeah.
That's the
It's like,
experience.
did you not like the food though?
Yeah, I feel like with
It's
that,
part of the experience.
yeah, I feel like that was
Uh,
is part of the experience. And then
have
you go to one of the fancy restaurants where they're like constantly cleaning your
hmm
table and then like preparing it, and then that's an experience in itself.
yeah, I feel like there's layers, there's different tiers to it.
Yeah,
Like dining experiences, like all the way to the top and then all the way at the bottom,
yeah.
depending on where you're at.
I think I like the appearance of that laid back style,
Me
and
too.
then but I like the polish of probably like a little bit something
Hmm.
that's like
Yeah,
tighter than
laid back and tight.
I like French food a lot. I think, and that's probably like a mixture into why I like Vietnamese food because I feel like Vietnamese food and French food is almost like it's like a fusion.
Yeah, I definitely know there's a lot of good French Vietnamese restaurants in France. There's a Filipino French restaurant
Oh damn,
called Double Dragon,
oh, that
and
sounds
their
nice.
food looks really really good.
Oh damn, I have to
So
get
I've
them now.
never been to France. Hopefully I'll go one day
Oh
and
yeah, bro. I've only
check
been
it
to
out.
Paris for like a day and a half.
Yeah.
It was really nice.
Have you been to Pickle Bon Miko?
Oh yeah, I haven't
The
been there personally, but I have ordered it online, and yeah, their banh mi's are delicious. It's so
I
good.
went there
It's
yesterday because
crazy.
I didn't eat all day, and I was going to work, and I was like, I need to like, I'm on Anaheim, about to go to the 710.
Yeah,
Like, I need to buy. Oh shit, Pickle Bon Miko is right here.
yeah. What kind of banh mi do you like?
I get like whatever.
Oh really?
Yeah, but
Nice.
I got the grilled, the crispy pork one.
Yeah,
It was
that's the
like
fun.
this
That's the
fried crispy pork
that's the
with
one
the
I like.
skin. I got that, and I was eating in my car, and I ate it probably like in 10 minutes while also driving. It's hard to do,
Yeah,
but that banh mi is really good. I
it's
haven't had
solid. It's really solid.
banh mi's could never like miss, but that was just like a different
That one's like
version that I'm used to, and
yeah.
I really liked it.
I think the banh mi's I had the most probably Lee sandwiches.
Yeah,
But I still like really like
the
the
OGs.
number six.
Yep.
But when I have their banh mi, it's like oh dang,
Yeah.
it's like I'm treating myself.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah. Um. So where do you see yourself in the future
Oh man, I
as
don't
you
know.
move forward, like
I- I'm s-
working
I'm
and
still figuring that out.
yeah? How old are you?
About to turn 30.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm
you're
turning
still
30.
young.
Yeah, turning 30 in a few months. Still figuring it out because I feel like this whole like past 10 years as I'm looking on 30 was like it's an interesting ride because I go from like going to college.
Mhm.
I was going to go to a major university, ended up having to drop out, and then like trying to find my way and was like trying to figure out what I want to do in
Yeah.
general. It's like, dang, I want to do videos and this, but I live on the other side of the country, and then I was like, let me find my way over there. Then try to move over here, and then I originally didn't even want to be a chef when I started working in the kitchens. Like I just wanted the job that was closest to me.
Mm-hmm.
And turns out like with the people that I work with, like I really like enjoyed the community and the people that you find in the kitchen, which are like really fucking nice people.
Mm-hmm.
Like really like except for like in certain aspects where like this dude's an asshole. Because I work with a couple assholes, but yeah, you know the good people, they really
Yeah.
stand out. And you know I had to come to terms with like, yeah, I do really like cooking. Like I really do. I do it for free. Like it's really like it doesn't even feel like a job. So if any aspect in the future, I would say like, yeah, whatever aspect that I'm still doing what I'm doing, and be able to like touch people's lives. Because
Mm-hmm.
I cooked like a dinner for a friend. Just
I saw that.
yeah,
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 it
it
was
was
nice.
tight.
It was really nice.
Appreciate it. I did it for fun. Because like,
It's fun to cook for friends.
yeah, especially like you get to go to Whole Foods and you're
Mm-hmm.
just like, what do they got?
Yeah, yeah. What they
They
got
have
here
amazing
today?
shit at Whole Foods. And it was like, okay, I get to be creative, and then just to see the reaction and see how much it meant to them is like, it just, yeah, it maybe give me the feeling like this is why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
So like in the future, I just, you know, yeah, whatever aspect that I am still like cooking or coming up with creative ideas to make moments special for people. So I think as long as I'm doing that, I think I'm in the right direction.
Sounds great. I
Yeah.
mean, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I'm happy in my life and I'm able to do what I enjoy doing
Yeah.
and able to make people happy as well, I feel like that's a
Yeah.
win for everybody.
100%.
Um, I made this coffee for you now.
Oh,
Here you go.
seriously?
It's finished.
Nice. Oh, dang.
It looks nice.
Yo, is this Sarah's mug?
Oh yeah, that's Sarah's mug.
Nice.
Shout out to Akua.
Shout out to Kua. I didn't know that's how it's pronounced, but shout out to you, Sarah.
Sarah.
Man, it's really good. I'm gonna keep it drinking.
Yeah, that's yours.
Yeah, I'm not going to bed anytime soon.
So you didn't have coffee today? Oh wow.
I feel like I'm coming back.
I've had
Like
two.
I feel like I'm like coming back into it.
Yeah.
I was like, cause like I don't know, maybe I am addicted to this shit. I don't know.
I mean, you work at a coffee shop.
I know,
I
dude.
feel
I
like
get free coffee all the time.
I mean,
and
you also worked at Rose Park as well. You know,
yeah,
it's hard to say. You're like, oh, you want a drink? I was like, sure. Just like
yeah, it's been a couple years of a
anything.
lot of coffee, and yeah, I don't have
It's a
complaint
weird, different kind of working structure when you work at a coffee shop.
Yeah.
You know, it's so accessible and easy, and it's hard. And sometimes you just want a beverage. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just like I think just having a beverage is awesome.
Yeah.
Whatever the beverage is, and if it's gonna be like cold lattes all the time or
Yeah,
iced coffees all the time,
Yeah, like
so be it.
Yeah, like I said, like originally it's like the drink that my dad gets.
Yeah.
So it's like it makes me feel like my dad in a
Mhm.
weird way, and I was like, cool. But I feel like low key like connected to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So we're about to get to our last segment before we close this episode up.
Oh, the
I'm
last
sure
segment.
I'm sure you know what that is.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
I've been thinking about the answer for a while, but
if you guys don't know, I'm gonna ask him his favorite best in the weed story.
dang. So like what is like constant like? Does it have to be during service?
No, it could be whatever you want.
All right. So like when I first started cooking, like I got like I wasn't that great. Like you can ask Dan. I got relegated to brunch duty,
Yeah.
and there was one morning, for some reason we got the biggest order of the week on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
At the same time, I'm the only one in the kitchen trying to prep up the line for brunch. And then the chef had like a private party that he needed like this one item meased out. And then the night before, for some reason, they dropped the fryer. Then they put the oil on top of the plancha. And if you know like a glass plancha, it doesn't like stay cold. It stays warm. So by that time, I got the bucket of oil. It was still kind of warm, and I took it to the oil drum.
Yeah.
To pour it out, and then it touched like my arm, and I was like, oh, and dropped the whole thing on the floor. And this is like right next door where they're doing construction, because like they're trying to like open up like a tasting room next door. And so everything is like, it looks fucking crazy. And it just, all this oil just gets all over the whole floor. And I'm like, oh great, I gotta put away the order. The chef needs his prep, and I need to get this oil off the floor. And I just I just sprung into action and grabbed every like towel, dirty towel that I can get, because there's bags of dirty towels. I just grabbed everything, threw it on the floor, and just try to wipe it up. And by like literally by the last moment that like that I got it cleaned up, chef walked in.
Damn.
And he was like, "What happened in here?" And I was like, "Not a damn thing. Let's go get that prep."
Damn. Yeah, I have. There's so many stories. It's just like hard to pinpoint which ones that like kind of fit that moment.
Yeah, I know for me,
pressure moments of like before something happens.
yeah, I know for me, it's like there's a bunch of in the weed story. Like even for like my current job, like the owners like they're friends with this brand this band, the Brain Story.
Mm-hmm.
And they had like a album, like a 45 release party. And for some reason I decided, it was like, you know what, let me add a bunch of shit to the menu, like sandwiches, all this shit. Got fucking like got crushed, dude. I didn't help myself out at all.
Yeah.
I was just like, let's just sell shit.
Yeah.
We could do this with this, and let's just like make like a bunch of stuff. And it was like, and then yeah, but it's only you in the back. And it was like, yeah, fuck yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah, those are all learning lessons.
Big time.
Big learning lessons.
Yeah.
I know I've been there. I'm like, yeah, I'll be chill. Just do everything with like 7 touches on each dish.
Yeah, yeah, it'll be chill. We got this, right?
Yeah. Well, it's really good to have you on the podcast. Good
Thanks.
to see you again. I need to come in and eat some of your food soon.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
Like, I really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy the beans from 7 Syllables.
I will.
Yeah, drink some coffee.
Yes, sir.
Take some to your friends.
I will.
Talk about it. That was it today. That's your line check. Go check out Chef Jose at Sala in Long Beach.
Yes,
We'll see
sir.
you guys next time. Bye.